Hello everybody and welcome back to another Sims build video with your favorite little birdie, Natalie. And today I'm gonna do a renovation. I don't know if you remember, if you've been watching my channel for that long, but a while ago I renovated the good home, which I didn't think was very good. I used the same packs that the Sims team did and just tried to make it more fitting to the Sims living there. And I want to do a kind of overhaul of basically all or almost all the Sim build. I'm not gonna do it in a particular order. I want to keep with the packs limitations that the Sims team had and try to stay at around the same budget, which was when my Sim moved in here, it cost a little bit over 13,000 game. I also want to keep this build roughly the same as it was in regards to who it was built for. So in this case, it has room for 1 or 2 adult Sims and a kid. Now, when I renovated the good home, which is the home of Brent and Brent in Cats and Dogs pack, I lamented quite a bit that I was missing having all my packs and that I kind of wanted to have them and wanted to do a renovation with, you know, the full packs available to me. Maybe I will do stuff like that too in between. You know, just allow myself to have a little bit of clutter here and there. We'll see. For now, the plan is to renovate them in a way that you could download them if you had only the packs that this build come in. But maybe here and there, I just want to have fun with it. And then you can't stop me. The first thing I'm gonna do here, or I'm attempting here, let's be real, is to get a few shapes going, because the whole thing is really, really damn boring. It was just a red rectangle. There was not really a lot of interest going on, and I'd like to change that while still keeping with the limitations. And for that I will also move the spaces around a bit, I think, without getting overly expensive, because I'm well on my way to do that. Okay, how about this shape? It could be a bit too big because I only have 10,000 left, but I guess we'll see. I'm not yet sure if I want the style to keep with the surrounding houses, which would make it wood paneling and a roof over the front porch. I'm still in debate over that because it's actually not really my favorite style of house. I don't think it's all that pretty. And if I'm gonna renovate every house anyway, maybe I can just embrace change. I don't know yet. I mean, it's cheaper to use a roof over this porch than my idea. I'm just placing random things. I mean, we can't use these things I'm using currently anyway. Could maybe already put in the base game filter. If we go for this is costing a heap of money. And we go with a more orangey wood tone. Oh, base game is miserable. Maybe I don't want this. This is a pathetic collection of columns. Okay. Change of plans. We go black. Because we have to. Because this game hates me. I know why I so seldom build an only base game. The state of base game has gotten way better, but it's still not great. But if we go black and white, that could actually be really cool. And not just me saying this could be really cool because I'm sad. Only the money is gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem soon. It's a problem now, frankly. I need to go smaller. Okay, let's try to be reasonable with the amount of windows. Base game is so expensive. I don't think I can have any more windows, frankly. I also have to be very prudent with the lights. Frankly, I don't think I'm gonna change the lights much. It's probably gonna be this many lights and that's it. Now for the wood paneling on the outside. Can we go all black? No, it's a bit much. I need some white for contrast, definitely. Oh, this is a horrible white. Why don't the others have white? Why is it only the horrible one that has white? You kidding me? Oh god, it's not working again. Ugh, God. This is in the wrong direction, but I don't care. It's better than the other thing. Maybe a sheet metal roof, actually. Look how tragically empty this looks. I'm not a fan. Stone foundation is a good way to deal with wood paneling on the outside because it's a little bit of a different material, creates a bit of interest. Floors. Yeah, let's be cheap about it, huh? Some natural wood color I think is quite nice with all the black and white going on. And I'm also right now taking care of the bathroom. You can use some stone tiles. I mean, we could go black in the bathroom. And we need to be cheap with our wallpaper, so only the basics will do. I would like to go white, but I think the real white is too expensive, so I go gray. I want to keep it relatively neutral here in the living spaces because we're gonna be adding stuff with the furniture, colors with the furniture. And since I can't really pick and choose what I really want, I'm just trying my best to not make it too mixed. And maybe we go with this wallpaper for the bathroom. We have something on the walls and I can't forget it in the budget. The kitchen is gonna be small. It's a styrofoam, so they're gonna get the cheap appliances. They're not gonna get much. They're probably gonna burn this house down, frankly. Like the difference between these two stoves from 400 to 1000 is just, excuse me. I have one idea, and that is to make this an island to eat onto. We'll see how that works. For 3 people, so that's enough. If they have guests, fuck the guests. I don't care about the guests. And there we have it. It's cooking and dining. Bare necessities. I'm not gonna style anything yet. We can maybe think about this later on. And I may also move the entry here so that I have more space to do things here. As I made this smaller, I also took out any space I had for living space. I mean, if I make it bigger again, that's only 20. Maybe we can have what all this was more than 20. Unless... how would that be? And then we'd have a little nook here. Is that enough, maybe? I'll fix the roof later. Let me just see if that even works. I hate this sofa so much. So I don't think wood colors have to match exactly. Quite the opposite, actually. I know a lot of SimTubers have real issues if the wood colors don't match exactly, but frankly, exactly matching wood is weird. It's spooky. It would never match exactly in the real world too. It would look off-putting and like you're in a catalog, and I've always hated it in The Sims 3 how the color wheel was so inviting you to just make everything in the same color scheme until it looks spooky and weird. But of course I also don't want it to be jarring. So there is a way to mix woods in a way that's comfortable and seems natural and logical. Naturally, most woods will go together because they're all warm natural colors and they're also bound together by material. That is, most natural wood colors will go together. Something that is stained, like whitened or overcolored, will not always go together. In The Sims, since it's not natural and it needs to stay a little bit more similar in color vibes. But here already I have mixed the floorboards, the chairs, and the counters who aren't exactly the same wood colors, and it's totally fine. You can do this in real life and you can do this in The Sims. I want to find something that's slightly neutral, but also not completely boring. Maybe I'll just go with the black. I really dislike this couch. I wish the base game had more cheap couches. Or more anything. I don't know, it's too big. I would kill for one of our one-tile coffee tables right now. This isn't working for me. Can we fake it with this? It's low enough to be a coffee table. I just don't know if they can still use the couch. Let me get my test sim in. works. Okay, you can leave again. Okay, so that's reassuring. We can just use the side table as a coffee table. And Sims can still use the couch. Yeah, I don't know if I want to give them a TV, because a TV is super expensive. How much is base game computers? 800. That's cheaper than a TV, so maybe I give them a computer instead. God, look at my budget go. They also need books. They really do need books. And maybe they can have that on this wall. The way I'm trying so hard to make it work with the budget. But so it's a child. That means a shower is enough. They don't need a bathtub because they're also not getting pets. Fuck that. And then they just get cheap as fuck appliances, honestly. I still have to figure out 2 beds. Oh, it's not working. I'll need to make this smaller too. That's $100, more than $100 back on my budget. I'll take it. Yet it's all gone again. Cheapest bed. Cheapest bed. We can call this room to grow. Maybe the back of the house can also be a bit smaller anyway. And then we put these to the side and have a very sad back of the house. Fix the roof now. It's stressing me out. Okay, so I have slightly more money left and depressingly small rooms. But it's working. It's working, it's working. And no more room for a dresser. Oh yeah. Well, the kid can do homework on one of the counter dining spaces. The parent can have a mirror instead of a dresser. If I give myself $1,000 more, or even $2,000 more, it's still below the 20,000 starter home limit. It's just this house is exceptionally cheap, but to the point of it barely being furnished. Maybe I'll give myself 2,000 more. That's at least giving me some breathing room. And again, the house is still gonna come up below 20,000, so. But at that rate, the child wouldn't have had any toys, and there wouldn't have been any decoration, and the Sims living there would have been miserable at all times. I think I'm just embracing the kinder furniture. There is at this point nothing I can do anymore. Okay, let's see the parental bedroom. Maybe I can shove it to the side. Let us say it's a single parent, because that makes a lot of things easier. I'm gonna act like this is a single parent home. Let me see what options I have with a bed. None whatsoever, great. Fine, I'll use the gray option with a light wood. I don't think at that size I can fake a rug with carpet, but I can try. No, maybe like that. Like it was at an angle. Does that look stupid? But it would save me a ton of money on a rug. Maybe in white it looks less weird. It's actually growing on me. I'm doing it. But I feel the need to inject some color, so maybe via wallpaper. Or let me check our curtain options first. Maybe still some dark. A tip about wall color is to drag it along to the different walls around them. Or a little bit to the ceiling even, if you want to. That enlarges small spaces. And if I use a dark color here and maybe hang a picture above it, it can tie the space together a bit. Of course, that requires me to find a picture that works in base game, so debatable. Not only do I need a picture that works, but I need it for a price that works too. Theoretically, this needs a picture too. I just don't have a lot of good options. I would love for whatever I hang there to be in a dark blue color. I mean, it's all not ideal, but it's fucking expensive. I won't do this room fully. I will go kind of around in circles so that every room gets a bit of attention. I really don't like this bed set. Maybe the kid doesn't need this dresser either. If I go with a dino rug, is this better? Yeah, the blue and orange is better. I want Blarfy. I want something that looks whimsical in this kid's room. And then the kid needs privacy, because the kid's room goes out to the street. We don't like that. But the kid only gets cheap privacy. Lots of blue in this family. Oh, can the kid get some skill building? Like the drawing table maybe? 300, that's a lot. And then of course the child needs decoration too. Luckily for children, we have these wall drawings that are a bit cheaper. And that could save my sorry butt this round. And maybe some posters. The kid needs a bookshelf too. I cannot do a kid's room without books. That's it's so expensive though. Regardless, bought it. Now I bought so much for this room, I need to go to the bathroom to buy a few of the necessities there. Like at least give me a toothbrush. I don't want a lot for my Sims, but at least that they can brush their teeth. Or I mean they can brush their teeth, but they don't necessarily need a toothbrush item for it. Also, I was picking this mirror because it's faking some storage, and we have none whatsoever in this room otherwise. Can we use this baby rug maybe as a rug for the bathroom? It's slightly odd, but this thing is only 20 bucks. I'm just scrambling for money here. This room is a sad little corner of lost dreams and hopes. At least needs something. Like a coat hanger. And a rug again. Maybe we can use this one again. It is relatively cheap for a rug of its size. And some of the swatches are more normal. Is that too much color injected? Yes, I really feel like it's too much. This is marginally more expensive. I never use this rug because frankly I think it's ugly. But could maybe potentially make it work in the space. In the white swatch, maybe? I would love for them to have music. It's so expensive. The outside space, totally and utterly neglected. And for good reason. I do need a trash can. Other than that, maybe something like that. This picnic table is always a good addition to make things seem less empty. It's really not advised to have a family and only base game. Everything in base game is so expensive. Fucking look at this. Maybe shoes? And now I have 30 bucks left. I was thinking this could fake subway tiles, but I guess it can't. Maybe this rougher texture for behind the couch is actually kind of cool to make it stand out more as its own space. It's sort of like decoration if you squint. I think maybe this could still be my subway tile thought. But I mean, it's better than nothing, which is what we otherwise currently have. So okay, the only thing left to do is to open debug for literally anything. This is so sad. But I do think it's better, like I want that to be on record. I do think it's better than what we have had before. The before was pretty sad. We can have a hatch, that's always good. So I don't have to pay for a fence, which I can't in the first place, so not that that would have been an option. And I think I'm gonna fake a garden in the back again, just so it seems less sad and like there's something to do in this thing. And once you have the money when playing with this lot, you can actually go for a garden. Just basically also adding flowers to just have something there that looks a bit richer. Just wanted to hide that there was really nothing going on there. If I had had other packs, I would probably have had the wall-mounted mailbox there. So that's maybe a kind of thing you can change when you have all the packs. Maybe we keep with the blue theme. I mean, I've decided this family likes blue anyway. If you have any ideas or suggestions as to what lot or in what world I could tackle my next renovation project, I would love for you to tell me. I always love to hear from you in the comments. I'm trying to shape it a little bit so that it's not just hanging out there. This here is also pretty darn empty. Maybe we can place a tree. Wow, that one is big. Trees are great to hide ugly bits of builds. Or a giant dinosaur. I mean, we could also do the thing that's sometimes done in real life, where they do a tree hedge, for lack of better terminology. Do I like that or don't I like that? I think I do like it, if only because I know it from real life. I just want to make this one tree feel like it's maybe not even belonging to the house, just part of the surroundings. Maybe I like this hedge more actually. Go away. And I'm gonna put this one here, just so this lot can be more part of its surroundings once more. I like to do that, especially with lots as small as this one. I think it helps. Just thinking, we have this black and white style home that's very straightforward and has a lot of straight shapes. Why not do it here as well? That's so many tiles. But they're for free, so... You know, this kind of tiling where the grass can grow in between the tiles. That's actually quite common anyway. And it goes straight to the garden section. I mean, I could have my sim garden some stuff. Spinach is just 5. So we're gonna plant 3 spinaches. Ah, wait, you can't go here? Is it the tiles? Can't you move because of the tiles? Oh, it's actually the tiles? What the hell? Okay, that's problematic. Okay, sad. I could swear Sims could walk on these tiles, but apparently they can't. These ones. I didn't like them as much because they're less clean. But if she can walk over these, I think she can. I remember using pathways like that at least. But maybe something changed since the last time I used them. If she ends up being able to walk across these, I will switch them around a bit so that they don't all look so much alike. Okay, now can you plant? She can walk across these. Well, okay, that's slightly less clean, but fine. And we keep on building. Because now what we have is a garden. Well, sort of. With a bit of terrain paint, we're gonna have a garden. And to terrain paint we go. And already it looks so much more usable and put together than it did before. Astonishing sometimes what a little terrain paint can do. Doesn't have to be a lot, like I'm not trying real hard here right now. It's just something. I mean, maybe we can make this even smaller, because this is really not needed space, if we're being honest. My hollow veneer and sadness. There is no joy here, there is only emptiness. This mask is a facade I wear to the world. The scroll underneath helps it balance. Environment 1. Well, if this is environment 1, let's get this fun little souvenir of happiness. For nothing dollars? Yes. I'm still trying to squeeze out a little money for decorations because it's so sad. How about this is all moving 1 in, and suddenly I have more money. Funny how that works. Well, not quite that much more money. This is really costing me a lot. This is what I really should not have done, but I wanted to. But see, now I have 200 more, and I can maybe at least do some sort of decoration in this sad place. It is very small, but I still think it's usable, and now maybe can even look like it's being used by real human beings. Potentially some human beings with a pulse even. How is this 400 bucks? A cork board. The Sims base game is so insane. Honestly. 200. I wonder if we can use these signs. Maybe as a kind of decoration that makes that makes people go, you don't get it. You just don't get it. Maybe this thing in the kids' room. Faking more storage. Because this kid has literally no storage whatsoever except for 2 drawers. And pencil holder. And now we're at no money again. So this is truly it. And I will now tour the building. Because I cannot make this any more smaller. Okay, it's a cloudy day. So not the best for picture day, so to say. But this is our minimalist home for under 20,000, so not only a starter home, but a starter home that will leave you with something in the pockets. And I would say it has room to grow. Like if you have a little bit of money left, you can for sure easily decorate it, because it still had space for decorations. This is the living room slash kitchen slash office. It does not have a TV. However, you could place one. Here in this corner, there would be room for a TV. It has a very, very cheap kitchen, but technically has everything what you need, also everything you need to burn the kitchen down. And space for 3 Sims to dine. It has a computer, so even though you don't have a television, your Sims don't have to die from boredom. It also has a bookcase, so they can even read. The bathroom is very empty as well. It has a shower and a sink. And I made sure the mirror had some storage in it, so that at least would make sense. Next to the bathroom is the bedroom. It's again very minimalist. It looks out to the garden. It has a mirror so the Sims can change clothes. It has a fake rug made from carpet and a bit of a blue wall. Now if I had more money to paint the ceiling, but now that I say this, I haven't even tried, but like you could paint the ceiling blue for the one tile too. I have not tried if that costs any money, I just assumed, but maybe it doesn't. This is the kids' room, and the kids' room has a little book rack too, it has toys and skill building, so technically everything a young Sim needs, including privacy both from the blinds and from a tree. Going outside, this is mostly debug so far. You have a place to sit and a garden. The garden patch is only terrain paint, but that's no trouble, it is still functional. That's the super cheap base game only build. It has technically everything a Sim needs, and it was quite interesting to build this with this limited budget. I went to 18,000 circa. So yeah, that's shoddily cheap. I hope you like what you see, and I hope you had fun watching me build it, and I see you in the next video. Until then, have a great rest of your day. Goodbye!